How's it going? My name is Sam, but for the purposes of this channel, you can call me Rawrite. Let me give you a rundown on what this video is about. Firstly, if you play Cosmic Prisons, you will know there has been quite the controversial update. This video will cover all aspects of the new update. But one more thing before we get started. I am going to be giving update videos for every Cosmic Prisons update. So if you want to know more, hit the subscribe button, as every subscriber means a lot to me. And if you find the video informative, please give the video a like. It will be much appreciated. Now, let's get started. In this update, we have a few changes to the server. Firstly, there will be a new addition to the prison's behavior team. This comes in the form of the Inspector. The Inspector will be patrolling cell halls, going to the cells to remove any blocks that are blocking the entrance. The block range is unclear so far, as no videos on how they will work have been made. The Inspector will not be involved in stopping you from PvPing in the cells, and will most likely be an unkillable NPC. Please note that the Inspector will not remove any doors from entrances, only blocks, so do not worry about being exposed unless you aren't using doors to defend your entrance. Everyone will receive warnings before the Inspector goes live, so they can adjust their cells' defenses accordingly. If you do keep blocking the entrance, you might be susceptible to raiding. An Inspector is set to be released on Monday the 1st of May, with more information being released about them over the coming days. Next we have balances to raiding. Most of these changes are to do with the guards. The guard's armor now has more durability and will not break as quickly as it used to. This is a beneficial update for increasing the length it will take to complete a raid, as the guards will take less damage with armor equipped than when it is broken, especially when fighting multiple people. Guards' health has increased greatly. This is intended to make raids last longer, following the goal of making cell raids more like factions raids, which can take over an hour. Simple guards now have 400 health, Uncommon has 800 health, Elite has 1200, Ultimate has 1600, Legendary has 2000 health, and Godly has 2400 health. Wow, that was a mouthful. Guards have an update which was released but has been reverted due to an issue. This update was to stop guards from running through blocks they shouldn't be able to, and instead go through doors. The guards would have to travel through the doors, taking over 30 seconds to do so, and give the raiders time to break the main doors, while being uncontested. Although this update is no longer live, it is an insight into something we potentially see in the future. This one benefits raiders. Guards will return to the cells to regen health when they lose 70% of their health. They cannot attack whilst regenning, but the regen process is rather fast, so they'll be back in no time to smack you again. On the note of guards smacking you, guards now do decreased amount of damage to counter the increased health they have, but they will still do more damage outside the cells than inside the cells. This is obviously to encourage more fights to occur inside the cell. This is all the updates for guards currently. Damn, they get more attention than I do. I'm jealous. However, the raiding balances are not over yet. Some player changes have been made. You can no longer open your player vaults while a raid is occurring. This is only in your cell, of course, so you should be fine at spawn. This is to stop you from banking anything valuable that you have on you at the time. Also, you can no longer break or place blocks during the raid. This is a fantastic update since players can no longer just mine up their gens and stop the point in the raid. They literally have to fight their way to victory at all costs. Good news for all you raiders out there, I'm sure. To make things harder for defenders, you will no longer receive a notification that you are being raided. This can be beneficial to raiders in potentially doing some damage to your guards and to break a door or two before they even know what hit you. So keep an eye on your cell. That concludes the raiding updates, but we aren't finished yet. This is where the updates get a little bit more interesting. A brand new feature has been added to the most recent edition of the server. That is Meteorites. This Meteorite has been updated to replace a new G-Kit. The Meteorite is carrying ancient armor from a distant place and is a rare find that will only occur during meteor showers. This new armor is what they are referring to as a G-kit. However, this is not the G-kit you were expecting like in factions, but to obtain this G-kit, you simply mine the meteorite which contains it. The gear in this G-kit is given to you based on the tier of pick you use to mine it. So if I mined it with a gold pickaxe, because I am level 50, I'm going to get chain armor, and a person who mines it with a diamond pick will get diamond gear. This gear is a full set of armor and a sword. The gear comes with some enchants and a varying amount of energy. And the gear is not OP like a faction's G-kit, so keep your eyes on the skies and good hunting. The G-kit for this update is called Volcarion, and for those who can item it will see it has a bold red title on the armor, so you can show it off to the rest of the server. The G-kit could be set to reach the Cosmic Store in due time. Now, on to one of the most controversial parts of the update, Shards and Contrabands. Shards and Contrabands have been added to the server store so that they can be purchased with real money. All tiers of shards and crates are now available for purchase, from simply to godly. Now I will spare you my opinion on this part of the update, but instead share the two different views that have started to appear. Some people believe that this is a great update and they are willing to spend their money to get these goods. Well, hey, if you want to do a crate or shard opening video, this would be great for you. Maybe you just want to see what kind of loot you can get from a crate of shards, so why don't you buy one? The other side of the view, however, is that it's a pay-to-win scenario, and the economy could start to break due to it. Suddenly, everyone could be selling godly contraband, and the economy will skyrocket from the gear obtained from these crates. Your view is entirely up to you. Now all that's left of the updates is a few minor tweaks and bug fixes, which are as follows. The enchant transfuse now has a color change to the ore you get visually shown when it is procced. This is a little bit better as it was hard to tell before, so this is a good update. To most people's delight, Pummel and Execution, or Electrocution rather, have received a small buff to their damage dealt after a recent nerf that made a lot of people mad. Good news for Enforcers. Famine has received a small nerf. It was deemed too good as many people would run out a sprint very quickly and not have a chance to get away. Energy has been buffed in every way, through meteors and regular ore, so you will now get more energy from mining. Hooray! In addition, tiered ores now give extra energy as well as extra shards, so you will get more energy and shards mining redstone ore than if you were mining lapis ore, and etc. Level 101 energy boost has been majorly increased. Good for you guys. I will take a year to get to that level anyways. Gear will now benefit more the higher level. This will most likely mean more protection with each level and more durability. Players cannot mine any ore from meteors. Time to break the block vary, but it can be done. That is probably a typo, and it means that everyone can mine any ore, but it will take a while. Players will no longer be able to hit guards unless they aggro on you. Fair enough, you never did anything to them anyway. Wardens and Enforcers have been majorly buffed, so if you look into Sui, don't. Occasionally blocks spawned from meteorites would stay in their place as regular blocks. Hey, they typoed again. This has been fixed. This means no more map breaking or troll blocks. Good for me, because I always run around the map. Rules 11 and 14, or 11 to 14, have been added to slash rules, and rule 3 has been edited. Read the rules, you don't want to get banned. And slash G mod has been added to slash G help. This is to help you or allow you to mod a person in your gang, and will now be visible in the help menu. That concludes this update video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Rawrite saying, peace out YouTube.